Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about The Triangle of Sadness. And this movie came out in 2022, and I haven't seen any of this director's work before, and this is my introduction to his movies, and I thoroughly enjoyed this one. And it's a dark comedy, and the comedy works pretty well, and the drama element of the film also worked pretty well, and I liked a lot of what it was doing, and the characters were interesting and engaging for me. And like, they're not likable people, but I understood what the film was going for. And the reason why they're not really likable is because they're just all a bunch of characters who are in the upper class mostly, and they all just like are so detached from reality, and they're very like completely unaware of everything that's going on around them, and the way that they interact with each other is just specifically not something I would do for sure. And there's many points in the movie where you're probably questioning to yourself, why are you behaving like this? It's to make a point, obviously. Well, for me, that was obvious, and the intentions of this movie, I feel, are very clear. It's not a fast-paced movie. I do think this movie is a little too long, and it's almost 2.5 hours long, and I don't know if I agree with that runtime, but I'll have to see it a second time to see if I'm fine with it a second time or not. Overall, there's a lot to appreciate about the movie. Like, it looks very nice, and there's great writing, and the characters, there's a lot of characters in this movie, and they all serve a purpose. Some have more screen time than others, but no one feels as though they're just thrown in there for the sake of having more characters in, or just to add to the story to have more drama or whatever. They all serve a purpose, regardless of how much screen time they have. And they're very well defined, and you understand who they are within like one scene. One scene that you get from these characters is all you need to know in order to get everything about them, and the movie establishes that very well. I was never once ahead of the movie. I was with it, and I thought all the elements that it had worked for me, and the performances were very good, and I thought that ending worked very well. Without spoiling anything, I liked the comedic tone of the film better in the first half than the second half, whereas in the second half it wasn't as fun for me, maybe because it's a bit more dramatic in the second half is what I was kind of feeling. But I'm not saying I didn't enjoy the second half of the movie at all, and the drama element of the movie really worked for me in the second half, and the first half you didn't really get that because it's kind of too early on to have that element, and it's mostly just establishing the characters, and it gives you everything you need by the end of the day. And although it is kind of slow, and this movie might not be for everyone, there is a lot to enjoy about it, and there's some parts of this movie that are just disgusting, and you might feel a little sick, because there's a point in the movie where characters are throwing up, and it looks very convincing. So if you don't really want to see that, then I would not recommend this movie to you. And overall, this movie just does everything that it needs to, like I've said already, and it's a good movie. Not my favorite movie of the year, but still worth checking out, and I did not regret watching it. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Triangle of Sadness an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Triangle of Sadness, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for The Fabelmans. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.